Today we're diving into a moment that has captured the hearts of everyone across the Netherlands, a moment so profound that it brought Queen Maxima to tears and has the entire nation talking about Princess Ariane in ways nobody anticipated. The Dutch royal family has always maintained a delicate balance between their public duties and private lives, but what unfolded recently has reminded us all that behind the tiaras and official engagements are real people with real emotions, and what happened with Princess Ariane has touched something deep within the heart of the nation. Before we get into the details of this extraordinary situation, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the royal families that fascinate us all. Share this video with anyone who follows the Dutch royals, and drop a comment below telling us what you think about what we're about to reveal. Princess Ariane, the youngest daughter of King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima, has grown up largely away from the intense spotlight that often follows royal children, and the family has been deliberate about protecting her privacy as she navigates her formative years. Unlike her older sister, Princess Catharina Amalia, who is heir to the throne, faces constant public scrutiny, or even middle sister Princess Alexia, Ariane has enjoyed a relatively quieter existence, allowing her to develop her own identity away from the relentless gaze of cameras and commentators. But recent events have thrust her into the national conversation in a way that nobody could have predicted, and the impact has been so significant that it reduced her mother, the usually composed and radiant Queen Maxima, to visible tears in front of witnesses who describe the moment as both heartbreaking and beautiful. The Dutch royal family has endured their share of challenges over the years, from political controversies to personal tragedies, and Queen Maxima herself has faced public scrutiny since the day she married into the House of Orange-Nassau. Her Argentinian heritage initially raised eyebrows among traditionalists, and her father's political past created complications during her wedding to Willem-Alexander back in 2002. Yet through it all, Maxima has won over the Dutch people with her genuine warmth, her dedication to social causes, and her obvious love for her adopted country. She has raised 3 daughters who, by all accounts, are grounded, intelligent young women despite their extraordinary circumstances. The bond between Maxima and her daughters is evident in every public appearance, every photograph, every carefully orchestrated royal engagement where the family appears together. Princess Ariane, now at an age where young people begin to truly find themselves and make decisions that will shape their futures, has apparently made choices or taken actions that have profoundly moved not just her immediate family but also touched the hearts of ordinary Dutch citizens who see in her something special, something that speaks to the values the Netherlands holds dear. The specifics of what transpired involve Ariane stepping forward in a manner that demonstrated maturity beyond her years, showing a level of compassion and awareness that caught everyone off guard. Reports suggest that her actions related to a cause or situation that resonated deeply with the Dutch public, something that highlighted the kind of person she is becoming away from the royal protocols and expectations. What makes this moment even more significant is the reaction it provoked in Queen Maxima, a woman who has faced down public criticism, dealt with family controversies, and maintained her composure through countless challenging situations throughout her years as a royal. For her to be moved to tears suggests that whatever Ariane did or said struck at the very core of what matters most to Maxima as a mother. Those who witnessed the Queen's emotional response described it as a moment of pure maternal pride mixed with perhaps some relief, some joy, and some recognition that her youngest daughter possesses qualities that cannot be taught or manufactured but must come from within. The Dutch people have always had a unique relationship with their royal family, one that differs significantly from the more formal, distant relationships seen in other European monarchies. The House of Orange-Nassau has survived and thrived precisely because they have managed to remain relevant, accessible, and connected to the concerns of ordinary citizens. When King Willem-Alexander took the throne, he and Maxima made it clear they intended to be a modern royal couple, engaging with contemporary issues and raising their daughters to understand both their privilege and their responsibility. The fact that Princess Ariane appears to have internalized these lessons at such a young age speaks volumes about the parenting she has received and the character she possesses. Social media exploded with reactions once word spread about the situation involving Ariane and the emotional impact it had on her mother. Dutch citizens from all walks of life weighed in, with many expressing pride in the young princess and admiration for the visible emotion displayed by Queen Maxima. In an era where authenticity is prized above almost everything else, seeing a royal mother moved to tears by her daughter's actions felt refreshingly real and human. The contrast between the carefully curated images we typically see of royal families and this raw, genuine moment of maternal emotion created a connection between the royals and the public that no amount of official communications could ever achieve. Royal watchers and commentators have noted that this generation of young royals across Europe faces challenges and pressures that their parents and grandparents never had to navigate. The omnipresence of social media, the 24-hour news cycle, the expectation of constant accessibility and transparency, all of these factors create an environment where growing up royal is more complicated than ever before. Princess Ariane, Princess Alexia, and Crown Princess Katharina Amalia must balance their royal duties with their desire to live normal lives, to pursue education and interests, to make mistakes and learn from them like any other young people. The fact that Ariane has apparently handled this balance with grace and made decisions that reflect well on her character suggests that she is well prepared for whatever role she will play in the future of the Dutch monarchy. Queen Maxima's tears also remind us of the universal experience of parenthood, regardless of wealth, status, or circumstance. Every parent wants to see their children grow into kind, thoughtful, responsible adults who make choices they can be proud of. When that happens, when you witness your child demonstrating values you tried to instill, making decisions that reflect the best parts of themselves, the emotional impact can be overwhelming. Maxima's reaction humanizes her in a way that carefully staged photo opportunities never could, showing that beneath the designer clothes and royal titles, she is simply a mother who loves her daughters and wants the best for them. The timing of this moment is also significant as the Dutch royal family looks toward the future. Crown Princess Katharina Amalia will one day become queen, and the role her sisters will play in supporting her and representing the monarchy remains to be seen. Every action they take now, every decision they make, every value they demonstrate, contributes to the public perception of the royal family and its relevance in modern Dutch society. Princess Ariane showing such character and maturity bodes well not just for her own future but for the monarchy as an institution. As news of this emotional moment continues to spread, it serves as a reminder that the most powerful stories are often the most human ones. We are drawn to moments of genuine emotion, to glimpses behind the carefully maintained facades, to evidence that even those who seem to live in entirely different worlds experience the same hopes, fears, and joys that we all do. Whatever specifically prompted Queen Maxima's tears, whether it was something Ariane said, something she did, or some combination of actions and words that demonstrated her character, it clearly touched something profound. The Netherlands now watches Princess Ariane with renewed interest and affection, curious to see how she will continue to develop and what role she will choose to play as she matures. The public's response to this situation suggests that there is genuine fondness for this young princess and real excitement about the person she is becoming. For Queen Maxima, this moment must represent validation of the choices she and Willem-Alexander have made in raising their daughters, confirmation that despite all the challenges and complications of royal life, they have managed to raise children who possess empathy, character, and awareness of the world beyond palace walls. What do you think could have happened that moved Queen Maxima to such visible emotion, and what does this tell us about the future of the Dutch royal family?